Hello again, everyone. I'm back. Well, we have more information about the helicopter, the Black Hawk helicopter that was involved in the crash in Washington, D.C. late last week. I will go into that. Interesting. Also, we have another aviation emergency that occurred today. Yes, today in Houston, Texas. So it seems like these things are happening almost daily. All last week. I mean, at least 5, maybe 6 now. Of course, the biggest ones in the news are the one in Washington, D.C. with the Black Hawk helicopter and the commercial airliner. Terrible disaster. Also, the one in in Pennsylvania near Philadelphia. Awful with that Learjet that went down. So first of all, we have one today that occurred. I'll go to that first. This was a United airline flight. It was originating from Houston, Texas, that was about to take off, headed for New York, LaGuardia, New York. And this was this morning around 8:30 a.m. local time in Houston. So they had to abort the takeoff. Luckily, it didn't get, full into the air and everything, but some passengers noticed that the part of the wing or engine was on fire. Smoke filling the cabin. I saw where one of the passengers said, the flight attendants were like, "No, keep your seat. We're about to take off." And the passengers are like, "The plane is on fire." No. Dude, we have a fire here. So the pilots, I guess, finally realized. Luckily, they did abort. Hey, buddy. Hey, how are we doing? Luckily, they did abort before they successfully aborted the takeoff. Ella, hello. You got a haircut, didn't you? You trying to show off your haircut? Okay, I'll let you sit up here for a minute. But so they aborted the takeoff and deplaned all the passengers safely. This was an Airbus A319 airliner, United Airlines. So we had another one today, and that was a near miss. I mean, it doesn't sound like there are no injuries from what I read a while ago. So this is good. No one got hurt. Luckily, they didn't get all the way in the air and mid-flight. I mean, I know, the most vulnerable times are when you take off and when you land. That's always what you hear, and it seems that way. But what is going on? I mean, maybe we should take a break, take a little break on flying. Unless you need to go, Ella, what do you think about the situation? I mean, unless you need to go across country quickly, maybe take a road trip, rent a car, I don't know, Greyhound bus, if that's I don't hear many problems about Greyhound buses. I don't know. What else? I'm thinking road trip or rent a car. Rent something fun to drive. Make an event out of it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll take a holiday on flying for a little while, see what is going on, or maybe they don't want us to fly. I don't know. That might sound extreme. Who knows? But we've had a solid week or so of aviation disasters. I'm just glad nobody was hurt in this one today. Also, on the D.C. crash that involved that Black Hawk helicopter, there were three crew members on that helicopter, and one was female, and we finally got the name of the female pilot. Now, they were saying they didn't want to release the name because of the family, all this kind of stuff. But then I did hear, and I haven't been able to corroborate this, but there's also chatter about how they needed extra time before they released her name, the third crew member, because they needed to scrub social media and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if that's true for sure, but something weird is going on with that, it sounds like. You ready? All right. Go by the teddy. Also, the other thing about the Black Hawk is that I saw this today, it was actually practicing a disaster drill. They're practicing a plan that to evacuate senior leaders in the event of a catastrophic disaster or serious threat to the United States government. This crash. No survivors in the crash, of course. 64 did not survive the airplane part of it either, and then 3 on the helicopter, so just terrible. But now they're saying this is a routine annual retraining. There's also word that there are night vision goggles aboard that helicopter. Now, were they being used to fly? I mean, that might explain part of the problem, maybe. That would certainly be an issue. I mean, that's a very busy airspace, very congested. From the video, it looks like the dang helicopter made a just beeline right into that dang airliner. And from what I understand, the airliner, the American airliner, it was in a banking turn, crossing the river. Final approach. It doesn't sound like those pilots had a clue. They didn't know that copter was right on. So, it doesn't sound like it's their fault. Anyway, I won't go deep into all that stuff, but I just wanted to let you know this sounded confirmation that it was a part of a routine. They're saying routine annual training, practicing a disaster drill. This is part of the continuity of government procedures, COG. This helicopter is part of the 12th Aviation Battalion. They conduct special missions during a disaster or huge threat to the United States government. They would swoop in and whisk away leaders to a safe location. Hopefully, this is part of just a routine training. If it's not, then I would be concerned about what they're expecting to happen. Or are they expecting something big? Possibility of an attack of some sort. So hopefully it's just a routine thing. Special missions, practice. Otherwise, there's something big coming. I mean, they wouldn't tell us, right? So I wanted to get that information out as well. But again, it seems like almost every day there's something going on aviation-wise. All a coincidence? I don't know. I mean, just in the United States alone, there are so many flights taking place of different airliners and all this kind of stuff. But it just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot, y'all. What do y'all think? I'm sure the comments will be interesting. So anyway, it's like 60 degrees and sunny here, y'all. It is so nice. I hope it's okay where you are. I know some of y'all are probably still in a cold, deep freeze, rain, or whatever, but it's so nice out here. I'm just looking out the window. Need to get out there and walk around at least. Look at a bird or something. Anyway, have a good rest of the weekend. Let's be safe. Be careful out there. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.